And we're live. Hello, everyone. Today we'll be playing Italy. Well, that was obvious, of course. We'll play historical Italy. I usually play alt history, of course, and I once in a while get the request, hey, do historical Italy. And my response is always very, well, actually-ish. Well, actually, Italy lost, and I don't like losing. But what everyone means is just kind of historical immersion. Italy as the sidekick to Germany, joining in the war with the Allies and the Soviets and making things happen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run the war with Germany and see if we can do better than historically. We probably should. Now, what exactly are we going to do? First of all, we're going to finish up in Africa, preferably faster than historically. Then we're going to build up really until Germany starts doing stuff. So that might be a bit boring. So I am going to do things a little differently. I'm going to focus my own campaigns in Africa, conquer oil, etc., conquer those historical objectives, Greece maybe, but otherwise I'm going to focus on Navy and Air Force so I can complement Germany. I can never match their troop count, so why would I bother? I would just be a drop in the ocean anyway. So let's get started with the regular research. Well, let's turn on some tunes. And what else is there? Well, eventually I'd like to use medium bombers because they have a longer range, and especially in Africa that would be useful. I might do some Marines in between, and definitely going to go for improved destroyers. Everyone who saw my Portugal video knows I'm really a big fan of carriers, but if you look at the fleet Italy has, well, I think you can better see over here, we have quite a few heavy cruisers and quite a few light cruisers and 2 battleships. Probably a better way to complement this is just by building better screens. We have quite a few destroyers, but there are doctrines involved with torpedo destroyers. If the music's too loud, just let me know. I'll try to turn it down even further. So anyway, one tech that I definitely do need is the range improvement, so we'll get on that. I'm going to need land research facility. I'll get an air research facility later, and we'll build a naval facility in Toscana. A few civilian factories, and then it will be dockyards, I think. It's kind of silly that this is not automatically. I seem to have forgotten about assigning MIOs to equipment for like forever. We can forget about light tanks. Something like that. Let's import some coal. We'll take it from France. I mean, we're going to conquer France eventually. So we'll just get more France for our buck. Be sure to ask me any questions in the comments. This is the time to do it. You might have any requests for this run. I'm just winging it, so be sure to ask me anything. Hey Rambo! Any Hatless cheese? Unlikely. Atlas and I have very different playing styles, and I don't think I'm the one to use any of his faction shenanigans. In fact, the entire goal of this run is to be as playing as attendant as possible. Historical Italy, as few exploits as I can think of, I guess. We'll see. Atlas would probably not even like this run. Yeah, indeed. I mean, you don't really have to try to not mess this up. But I did do a test run, and the new naval mechanics result in that you can get more war participation from naval encounters. And that got me like up to 80% war participation, which is just insane. And I wasn't even building carriers. Well, dedication to your home country. I haven't played the Netherlands in like forever. I am thinking of doing that epic run for the Netherlands where you capitulate, continue the war at Batavia, and then return to the continent full force. That's actually a very cool campaign to play. Light cruiser spam might be in, but I do think I prefer going for light destroyers, light attack, and just really upgrade those. That always works as well. I haven't test run the Netherlands UK and Netherlands EU in a while yet, and the last time I played it was just all RNG decisions. And that makes for very poor live streaming. Diablo 2 is the best game ever. Front line's messed up, but we're there. Get everybody back up there. Let's get the intelligence agency. So now I just have to build up big for the big war. Do I have to go into Spain for the volunteer actions? I think I do. Let's get that going. Currently have 48 divisions. Need 13 more. Yeah, self-propelled guns are awesome, especially that they have their own doctrine tree now. Ugh, the industry of Italy. Citadel area, we get an experimental facility in Lazio, if we don't already have one there, and we don't. Spain should be coming up. Forgot to exercise my Air Force. This guy out of here. Should probably start with finishing off the north. That's that one. Yeah, we'll do a expand drone flying school. Oh wait, let's forget about that one. There is one where the Spanish troops volunteer focus. Let's do that one. This one still has a debuff. $100 PP. Ugh, what a ripoff. Triumph in Africa. We now have a balance of power. We can do foreign affairs and get some bonuses going that way. Air safety specialists. We will not risk anything for Austria. Let's reorganize the Navy a bit while we're here. I think we're going to keep all of these guys, so bold, career officer, spotter, that would be the best one for the submarines. And positioning. Blockade runner is also very good. But we don't want retreating. We'll just do Campione here for the main fleets and take that submarine icon off. Those submarines generate some experience. Oh yeah, something I heard about from Feedback Gaming. The MIOs, apparently you can, of course, queue up those traits, and I always kind of want to use the same ones, and then you can save this one for next time. Italy test. Interesting. Back to Spain. By the way, I had an epic run with the Kulma Khanate a while back, and I formed Great Yuan, or at least a fascist version of it. They put that in there. It was really something. Emperor of Ethiopia. Lose? No, we didn't. We're just that good. Emperor of Ethiopia, and then we'll go into Italian highways. And we're done in the north. It's all so slow here. There come the anarchists. Preserve army traditions or bandits war. Bandits war, and we'll establish Africana, Italiana, whatever, that one. Oh my guys, come on. Yeah, I'm winning. At least Spain is, and I'm helping. But it's only 1937. Switching from fleeting being to base strike. And that actually requires more experience. The rest of Spain looks fragmented. This part here has no debuff. We'll just head on over there. It's much easier. I thought this was an encirclement, but I'm just driving them into Ciudad Real. Let's have a look at the destroyer tech. Radar. I'll redesign the ships in a bit. I'm going to steal tech from the Brits. Spain doesn't look too hot. But I will maintain that it is quite boring at times. Here we go, the anarchists. Let's just focus on victory points. Finally, we're done. Spanish Republicans have been defeated. Alright, so in about a year time, Germany will kick off. We will try to join as soon as possible and fight France up here and the UK down here. I'm going to ignore Italian East Africa for now. We want to grab the Suez here and head into the Middle East as soon as we are allowed to. At some point the Germans will declare on France and then on Yugo, and we should have armies ready for that as well. Plus I mean to rule the waves as a navy. Can I already design the new destroyer I want? No, this light battery is a bit ahead of time. So we'll just head out for destroyers. Basic destroyer, light battery 2, anti-air. I need to improve fire control. Yeah, I need to invent radar, better torpedo launchers, raiding shipbuilders. And these will be it. Let's get another line of these. You know, I never actually played Culto de Duce. Is there anything interesting here? I also need to be ready to do Italy first later, so let's do Balkan Ambition and grab Albania. And we can also demand the Balearic Islands because I helped them out in the Civil War. That seems useful. And continue in military factories. I'm going to build medium bombers. In fact, let's start a production line for that right now. I'm going to remove all these planes because they are annoying. Basic medium airplane, tactical. Can I fit this in? Flying boats? No, I don't need that. Defense turrets. Weight exceeds thrust. Oh, it doesn't. Alright. 3 engines in. Put these on 15 factories, that'll do. And just take a bit of the rest. And the rest will fill up. And we need to import rubber, and we need to build rubber later on. So much to do. .38 medium tanks. Yeah, let's do Fiat. I have way too much political power. I should be spending much more of it. And a free excavation from the Brits. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it, and I'll go in for more. Yep, cruises, submarines. Vecchiarelli. I'll put this guy on the border with France. Mountaineers versus mountains. Let's give him some extra troops. Can I train more mountaineers? No, I can't. Just regular infantry. The regular infantry, this is the... Duplicate this, make it a light infantry. Light Infanteria, caps lock. It's ugly. You can't have ugly. The light infantry will be fighting in Africa as is. Maybe if I have surpluses, I'm going to add recon and flame tanks, but this will probably be more than enough. The regular division that will head into France needs to be a bit beefier, and it definitely needs anti-air and recon. And we'll just give them the skull icon. Badoglio as our field marshal. All these trash divisions we'll just put under one trash general. Ugo here. I have no idea what to do with Ugo. I'll just put them on Corsica. Yeah, that'll do. This is all stuff and we need to ditch somewhere. I'm not using those motorized this run, pure infantry, so we can convert these to the light infantry. Same for these. We'll need 12 here and 12 here, and some reserves on the Yugo border for when Germany does its thing there. And once I punch through here, probably need to go north and south, so this will need 24 divisions. So I need like 25 more of these. Correct my math in the comments. No para France. Sadly no, I'm doing mostly historical and sticking to the German game plan. If Germany wants to para drop, that's their choice. Infantry. Capital ships. Tactical bombing. Meant to be. Balkan ambition. Let's occupy Albania. Gorgeous. Glorious day. Let's demand the Balearic Islands. steel more industrial plants. Gather up the Air Force. Once these factories are built, I'll just go full in on synthetics. I have no confidence I'll make it otherwise. Albanian oil, that sounds nice. Let's improve a little industry. It also means I need to occupy Albania here. But that can wait. Okay, Sebastiano here will head into Egypt from Tobruk. We have our facility, yes we do, and these guys, let's find a volunteer. Prince Umberto, yes. Monarchy for the win. Half of you can go to Tunisia, where the supply will not be plentiful. The other half can stand on the border with Yugo. Let's do naval power production. And flame tanks, Lancias. I mean, we can go to extensive conscription, but I don't think I need the manpower just yet. We'll manage with what we got here. Light battery's done. We definitely need to improve the torpedoes next. Does this mean we can build a better light gun? Yes, we can. That's radar. Expand naval facilities. Probably add to the submarine fleet as well. Put these in their own group here. And they'll be heading into Egypt first. I stole computing machine. Excellent, that's a very long research. Let's steal some more. Naval facilities, army leaders is nice, but nah. Supply range plus 10% for 730 days. Keep that in mind, we'll do that one later. Steel industry, power plants. Steel industry. Switch up the amount of coal. Munich agreement, Germany's ramping up. There goes the medium tank, we'll also improve it a little. Is that a priority? No, it isn't. What is a priority is the improved destroyer. Get that one. I think I mentioned something about putting an army in Albania, but I forgot to actually do it. So let's get on that. I am going to extensive conscription. Hugardine Knight, Hoogarden Knight. What will that be? Let's also get improved submarine. Join Germany. Ooh, stockpile fuel, that sounds interesting. Let's do that one first. Oh, I kind of missed that mission from Mussolini. This is not too good. Oh well. What did he want? 750k manpower. I actually have that in the field. Oh no, wait, training. So I almost had it. Hey Tom, welcome. Strengthen the Air Force. Alright, what do I have to do? Produce or acquire 300 new fighters. But also tactical bombers. Well, I'm doing that. Fine, I'll also add a line of fighters. This is the soundtrack of Diablo 2. Mostly pick the old game music, partly because I'm nostalgic for it. The other reason is, of course, that it's not copyrighted, and that's very important to prevent being banned. Italian irredentism. We are now part of the Axis. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Now we are part of the Axis. I haven't actually played around with support ships a lot yet, so I guess we'll see. Flame tanks, glorious. Let's build a few. Should probably also build better radars. I am going to massively, hopefully, fight the naval battles. Improved destroyer, very good. We'll keep this one on here and go for smoke generators. Let's ditch the old school and go for better destroyers. I should probably also build the cruiser submarines. Still fire control 1. Cruiser submarines. The aircraft facility. No, this'll do. Fuel's going down, let's import some. Let's import some more. Italian irredentism, I can actually go for war with France, but I will wait until Germany is actually doing that. Oh yeah, Doctrine Corporation. Of course, I don't have any doctrines, so still need to get all of those. Memel claims, Ribbentrop Pacts, and Danziger War will be next. Light infantry everywhere is ready. How's my Air Force looking? You guys have really exercised some more. Sea Wolves. Yeah, we'll do Culto de Duce then. I'm not really worried about the enemy submarines, so I'll skip that for now. It's a bit early. Let's get the better guns. Intelligence service mission. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. There's this button here, send ultimatum to Kingdom of Yugoslavia. I can then puppet Yugoslavia. That usually always works, but it's not historical, so I'm skipping it for now. Isn't it time for Danziger War? Apparently it isn't. Now it's time for Danziger War. I kind of want in on this, so I'm going to go for war with France as soon as possible, which is here. Where are these guys? Let's clear out the Mediterranean first. That seems obvious. Tactical bombers, fighters. Should probably also build radar in the Balearic Islands. Support ships, so now we can build them. Repair ship, support ship. Here is war with France. Now we can declare war. We're now at war with the Major, and we will do Super Ejército, Super Herrero, and Super Marina first. France is called in the UK, no surprises there. Let's see if we can punch through over here. That's not what I said. Come on. Engage at high risk. That's immediately over here. This is immediately one of the biggest battles, with loads of destroyers being captured, destroyed. Even more destroyers all gone, and I just lost 5 of them myself. Glorious. I lost the Balearic Islands. Too bad about that radar. And let's go again. Alright, you guys get moving. You guys get moving. And it's not here. Rapid concentration and instilled aggression. What's the experience on this admiral? He immediately leveled up. Torpedo screen penetration, yes please. It's searching, spotting. This is going to find something. Well, that's what these submarines are for, right? Interesting. Anything happening over here? No, we're getting counterattacks. Well, let France come. I can take him. Ooh, this is interesting. Free encirclement. Let's head into Alexandria. Poland has capitulated. Glory to, well, us. Encirclement done. You still searching? Search harder. I want that fleet destroyed. Incidentally, destroying fleets just gets you so much war score. Hey Tom, yeah, Greater Italy, if I get to that, would be preferable. The only non-historical thing I really have to do for that is Switzerland. And we all know that Germany actually wanted to grab Switzerland if he had the opportunity. So we'll do that for him, or at least the territory that we want. That's Super Marina. Herrero next, which means now I can somewhat cheaply get those doctrines going. I have way too much experience. Wolf packs for submarines. The torpedo primacy and capital ships. I'll just do a line of battle. We'll do carrier battle groups just for the memes. I have no carriers, nor am I ever going to build them, but you know, I had to do something. We'll get the rest later. Sebastiano, get me the Suez Canal, please. And do it quickly. How are the fleets doing? Oh, they're still searching. Search harder! Oh, and get me some coal. Improved radio, 1940 radio, sure. There goes Finland. You guys stick to the plan. Let's direct these guys to the supply hub here. And let's get the bombers here that are doing so much good work all the way over there. Working with minimal troops here, and the template is trash, so I'm really depending on these guys getting some air support. Convoys, I mean, it's not too bad, but I prefer not to. And I'm encircling French troops here. I've overtaken Germany in terms of war participation. And moving in on Jerusalem. Dales Volt Luxor. Expand the Air Force, didn't I already do that? Probably didn't make it, right? I mean, I could have called this Air Italy. And no one would have noticed. Grand Doctrine. Battlefield support, airspace dominance, pinpoint strikes, and tactical battlefield support, and centralized control. Transjordan capitulated. Let's finish off nice. I know it's called Nice. Why did my fleet run away? Versus subs. Probably don't have anti-submarine warfare, right? We should invest in Marines and get those guns into production. Germany, more coal. I know you got it. Sebastiano. Do we have more supply hubs here? That one. We should probably finish off Syria and the rest here. Should we go into Iraq? I mean, wasn't that historically the idea? Ticino, Greece, Turkey. Maybe later. Let's first finish off Syria. The Lebanese Republic is gone. French here aren't looking too fresh. See if I can make something happen. Germany hasn't advanced into the Benelux yet. Sometimes they're done in 1939. Some officers, Weserübung, Denmark and Norway are coming up first. Guess I'm just too fast for this game. Let's take out Syria. And I'd really like to take out Algeria as well. Gone. Let's demand Ticino. There goes Weserübung. Nikkebein. Okay. This looks nice, but it's not an automatic win if we don't finish it. Like we got Corsica as well. And Algiers is just mopping up now. Subfleets, loading drill master. Germany's finally going around Maginot, and they're knee-deep in Norway. That's called Centrometric radar. Let's get better artillery. Almost forgot about those. And I'm not developing my air force, so there's that. Running out of fuel. I can certainly get some more from Iran. Yeah, that hurts my industry. That's a lot of ships sunk again. Still way ahead of the German war participation, and if you look at it, it's 6,450 points on ships sunk. That's more than Germany has on anything. Alright, let's grab those planes I had here and add them to France here. Let's make things happen. Germany's going around the Maginot. I'm going to grab this part here. Luxembourg is out of the game. Demand Ticino. Swiss Confederation stands defiant. We'll see about that. I do think we need a new army to stand on their border, though. Is that a naval invasion sound? Ugh, they're even invading me here. Guys, that's your job to take care of. Encirclement is an art form. See if we can cross this river. It's a lot of destroyers. Yeah, we're doing all right. Germany is finally coming around to Machino. I've already pretty much conquered the south here. Well, let's not exaggerate. This is not the entire south. Let's improve our airplanes somewhat. I've been neglecting my air force. You cowards! All my viewers have left me. Well, joke's on you. I like working alone. Paris has fallen. This is now Vichy, and we have to get out. Shame, I only got this far. That means it is time to grab the UK. Thanks, Tom. I knew I could count on you. Alright, the main fleet, get out while the getting is good, and we are moving our ass over to Brest. France capitulated to me. I have all that territory now. Glorious. Didn't realize. I have a war goal for Switzerland. Yeah, I'll get that later. I'll get the ultimate Yugoslavia now. We're busy wrapping up and I want Greater Italy. How do I get that into focus tree, by the way? Strengthen the regime. Need one of these. Sure. Need division, flame tank, artillery, and an extra infantry. Everyone to now templates and exercise. Just for a bit. These guys are moving around all the way around Africa. Anyone that's here, I'm still ahead of Germany in the war participation, and I still need to get into the UK and Switzerland. And I need to annex Yugoslavia ASAP. Let's get rid of some imports. Probably not the goal. Second. Let's get some land doctrines. I hadn't gotten those yet. Assault infantry. Field engineering. mission type tactics, and not that this one matters, but armored spirit. If I unlock a few of these, I can get recon rangers. Let's put them in the templates. I don't need Marines, I'll just go in with these troops. Famous last words. The moral of the story is if you focus a little, historical Italy is just a little too easy. Crushing the Allies in 1940, I think. Of course, I could be driven back into the sea. That would be my just reward for being so overconfident. You guys get planning bonus at all? Guess not. Let's stop the exercise, get ready, and sacrifice our fleet on the altar of victory. We're looking, building up dominance, we need a lot. And you guys are working on it. Should probably add this Air Force to the channel. They can do naval strike. And we can still build stuff here, and we desperately need fuel because I turned off those imports. Say goodbye to my factories. Slowly building up. We've engaged the enemy. That doesn't look good for the Brits. Battleship. Another battleship. Oh god, I've sunk 2 carriers, 3 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, 35 destroyers, and some assortment planes with a cost of 4 destroyers. How are my boys looking? Almost no damage. I love it. And that got me the naval supremacy that I need, so my troops are engaging. Let's set the Navy to naval invasion supports. Yeah, sure. You boys get over there. Convoy escorts, and the Air Force can stop whatever they're doing and support this. This is also the time that I'm just declaring war on Switzerland and hope they join the Allies. They do. By the way, 64% war participation, Germany 35. Naval games have gotten a lot more fun. Vecchiarelli now has level 6. I'm keeping him for now, but this means I can turn him into an offense expert, which was the goal of getting him all along. But better just keep my best general up here. Can I build more planes? I have been constructing a few. Well, 2 fighter wings, better than nothing. Yep, let's go. And these guys can just go to port and save some fuel. My flame tanks are not going to be happy when I run out of fuel. Despite conquering most of Africa, or at least the relevant parts, UK is still pretty crowded here, so it's going to be a nice battle. But I really need to watch out here for being encircled. This is looking a little bit dicey. I suppose we can always hope Germany joins in, but it might take a while. Apparently, I also have an army here sitting, doing nothing. I'll just switch these to the main template, support equipment, and get them on the ready here on Dunkirk for a secondary army, and get some support equipment. Guns aren't doing too hot either. Using the fleet now for naval invasion support, so you can see that they're support artillerying the coastline. Yeah, Tom, I'm going for a secondary invasion. These guys can bleed the Brits dry a bit. I mean, I don't seem to be in any trouble myself. Famous last words, I guess. Sebastiano here. Considering making a run for it and making 2 separate invasions. Yeah, Soviets are employing Soviet tactics. We've lost Portsmouth, so I think I'm going to bail. You guys get over there. Convoy escorts. And I lost a division. It's too bad. And I lost 2 more. Sad, but we are sinking more ships in retaliation. We are sinking way more ships in retaliation. Oh, 68% work participation, and I'm not even winning. Well, that's kind of sad, of course, but, you know. Stick on patrol. Submarine fleet up as well. I said. So much Navy dead. And some more. The worrying part is I do have to split up my Navy to make it into hull, but that's alright. Towards Greater Italy. Why is that bypassed? Alright, we can still do the thing. So, there's that. To live as a lion, sure. Fleets are engaging. A bit more losses here, probably because I'm splitting up the fleets. Why are you not engaging? Strike Force, come on. Here we go. What's going on? Well, that cost me a lot of ships, but why did it cancel? What's going on here? Whatever. Convoy escorts. The naval invasion is launching. Attempt 2 this time on Hull. That was close. Let's see if we can expand from here. It's going to be tricky. But at the same time, we'll use the other army to replan their original naval invasion, which is going in with 2 armies. So you guys have to hold out 50 days. Since you're not even getting off the beach, that's a tall order, I think. '72 war participation, but if I can't win this, it's all useless. Switzerland is still not gone. They're close. I'm actually absolutely getting driven back into the sea here, so let's go. We're getting out. Again, losing some divisions in the process. Fly, you fools! Well, at least Switzerland capitulated. My fleet is a little hammered, but I got this one. And you know, I'll just try again. This army got absolutely shredded. Oh well. I gotta say, Germany, thanks for helping out for the wonderful Operation Sea Lion. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're attacking Greece. That was my territory. Oh well, I'll help out. Better anti-air. Oh yeah, we have submarines. Let's set them to raid. Everything that's British into oblivion. Bend bars, sure. Another battleship, heavy battle cruiser. Fine. Pop-up was the subjugation of Greece off-screen. I mean, I wasn't paying attention, but it worked anyway. My Air Force has been decimated. Running on fumes here. But we are invading again. And the Germans are joining. Glory to the Axis. Go again. Atrocious. just killing so many Brits here. But I'm not making any progress. It's terrible. It's probably the best idea. Got this naval headquarters here. I'll just put an admiral in there. Still have my fleet here. Put them on strike force. What a mess. I can only hope that with all of their army over here, my secondary army will have an easier naval invasion in like a few days. No. Fuck's sake. You split off and fleet it'll immediately repair. It's just annoying. Trust these guys will handle themselves, and let's have a look at the naval invasion of Queen number 2. Well, that's promising. Cut them in half. Do it quickly. Look at the equipment of my own troops. It must have been cast damage. But the double invasion seems to be working. Reinforcements are arriving. And here is London. Glorious. The fall of London. Another conquest for Italy. Participation 72%. Eat that, Germany. I'm carrying this. Yeah, it's we're winning. Slowly. I definitely want more factories in Europe because of Greater Italy. What do I need for that? Yeah, Dalmatia, Ljubljana. So I just need to annex it. But they have quite a bit of independence and I don't have enough convoys. So we'll get that done later. Germany goes for the Soviet Union. They're there's another time limit that I have, and that is, of course, the Americans joining. So far, so good, I guess. I don't think I've ever, well, I haven't won yet. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever won such a heavily contested Battle of Britain. You can still lose it. Things are looking hopeful indeed. The north looks consolidated. Accidental encirclement. The UK is really overstacked right now. It's not helping them. Let's see if I can split them up. Also, getting Umberto out of here and in charge of the main army. I'm just going to promote Vecchiarelli here. Make him an offensive doctrine, logistics wizard, army offense role, and get the army offense guy in here. It might just help a little bit. Almost there, 99%. Can we grab a victory point over here? Glasgow, maybe? Oh yeah, it's coming together. Do we need a war go on something? Turkey, perhaps? Nah, we'll be fine. Oof, that was a tough one. But we got loads of war score. Let's grab what we need from over here. So at least Greece, islands of Greece, Malta was on the block. Gibraltar for good measure. We'll just roleplay the Roman Empire and grab everything here. And Switzerland. I mean, I just need Ticino, but it's there. Puppet UK. With war reparations. And resource rights. What's up next? Canada, Australia. The Raj, also mine. New Zealand, South Africa, Oman, Malaya. I'll need the Dutch East Indies as well, with resource rights. Suck on that, Germany. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Forfeit. Keep it. I don't care. UK, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, Netherlands, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Norway, Australia. And I'll just grab the French fleet. I don't care about the rest. I'm back to a peace deal. Yeah, you really have to watch that replay. It was quite the struggle. Let me put it that way. Proclaim Greater Italy. This actually works now. Italia Irredenta has been achieved. Glorious. Well, I could go into the Soviet Union, but I think I'll call it for a day here. Not much honor to be had there. I would probably ramp up on my production of medium bombers and hope to support the Germans and probably win in about 2 years. That was quite a battle. My glorious fleet kind of survived, I guess. But they took heavy damage. But they took out a lot of ships. Wasn't that somewhere in here, how many ships you sink? I'm quite sure I sunk a carrier of the UK. Oh, here it is, more than a year ago. All right. Cool. I think I'm done for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.